It's a very warm feeling to be here today, and a lot of people to thank for this really exciting journey and for this evening as well. I'll just move on to the few slides that I have. These focus on my experiences in Mizoram in a place called Saiha. I was once asked whether I'm a salesman when I was traveling with my laptop. And I and my colleague said, no, not at all. We are doing education where education is. So what we used to do then was, we used to show a lot of films, a lot of photographs, and a lot of other slides to children and to elders in different places in Mizoram. We used to go there repeatedly. And we found that these films were a very pertinent point to begin discussions. They used to help people to connect. After some of these programs, we realized that we had been able to touch some chord in the participants, and these used to be some endings of some happy programs for us. We tried to explore a lot of different avenues, tried to look beyond schools, beyond teachers, and that was what made the journey in Mizoram especially exciting. Doesn't look like a conservation education photograph, but this is an annual church gathering in a small village in Saiha. And this is where we used to be. It's a 3-day gathering, and I and my colleagues used to be there for a week, chatting up with all the local leaders, people, and like salesmen trying to sell our ideas on conservation. It was not our office, it was not the forest department office, it was not the training programs where the most interesting conversations were held in the entire 3 years, 4 years that I was there in Saiha. It was always at those tea stalls. It was here that we were able to converse, we were able to know about the people, and people were able to know about us, and we had some really, it took our work ahead much more than others. It was here we used to share magazines and posters and, of course, have a lot of tea. We used to put in a lot of time with the friends in the forest department and try to look at those interactions from the lens of conservation education. And it was an interesting experience. We used to share what we used to do in conservation education. We used to meet them every month. And of course, we requested them to come to schools when we did programs in schools. And yes, they used to share some lovely experiences and stories. We realized during the course of interactions with the forest department that investing time with them, putting in time with them, interacting with them, led to a lot of positive reactions. When the forest department used to ask us for trainings, we used to feel very happy and used to take that excuse to further talk of various issues and used to put a lot of time together, which I understand was a big help. Youth clubs are a very socially relevant and socially acceptable institutions in different states, in Meghalaya, in Mizoram. And we used to put in a lot of time with them, interacting with them, knowing what they are doing. And the whole idea was to build on these socially acceptable and locally relevant institutions rather than creating new infrastructure, new institutions and investing more money when there's so much of it around, rather build on it. After an interaction, we just went for a bird walk, and it was here that we saw about 25 different traps within about 250 meters. And that's what we got on to doing, and they were continuing after this. A lot of these programs were planned. We used to plan all these programs, but some of these programs happened unplanned, and we used to do these actions in a reactive mode. That's when I realized that education, when we are doing, will need to be ever ready. We'll need to be more reactive than we are. So these children came one fine day to the office and said, okay, fine, you're going all around and not telling us what you're doing. So these are all children from our neighborhood. So as initially, their parents also used to come after this. I was initially very skeptic that they'll spoil my books, but then I got the right thought that the books are meant to encourage them and not for adorning my shelves. Similarly, the teachers, some of these teachers from the schools where we used to have programs, used to come to the office and, of course, tea and chats again, but they used to give a lot of inputs which made the program much more relevant, much more local than we would otherwise have been able to manage. And like, just after he turned this page, he just threw out this field guide, this teacher, and said that this is an animal which we can't see. It brings us bad luck. So those kind of inputs we would never have realized, and it was really great to have these kind of relationship with them. This is the final slide. This is the village council in a small village in a place called Phura. It's the parallel of what we have, the panchayat system here, governance at the very local, at the village level. And we had to have their permission before we started work. So when we first went to them, they were very, people hadn't gone with this kind of request to them, and they were very curious. Why the hell do you want to do that? There's enough and we are getting them. So right from those days till the day we kept on updating them on what we are doing, and at the end of it, they started supporting us in rescuing pets and stopping hunting. So it has been an amazing and very happy experience for me in Mizoram personally. And somewhere, yes, I do feel now like a salesman trying to sell this idea of conservation and trying to look beyond trying to preach beyond the choir. And so, thanks.